Irvin White, beaten up quietly by the infinite dark matter in a space mission, Mr. Irvin accumulated darkness as a mental picture all day long. Even as he returned home in midsummer, he could not synthesize the light and enjoy summers as he used to before his space mission. He needed to wipe off the dark matter from his mental picture, and so he acted accordingly by keeping his home tidy white in all aspects. He illuminated his capsule. Capsule? Yes, that's what he started calling his home now. He illuminated his capsule with white, bright light from wall to wall. He moved his television, kettle, and cushions into the garage and replaced them with white substitutes, although their replacements did not serve the purpose as of what they were replaced with. He called his capsule Irvin White. However, in the early days of facing Irvin White, Mrs. Irvin found apparition in it, but as days passed by, she adapted to Mr. Irvin's ablution from the darkness. In a concealed closet in Irvin White capsule, Mr. Irvin had locked a souvenir from space. That souvenir was not mentioned in any of his space mission. In a space-compatible semi-spherical white helmet protected with an impregnable glass shield, he hid his space souvenir and had the base of the helmet secured with an airtight space-grade golden thermal blanket. Mr. Irvin did not know that he carried a souvenir from space until he had transformed his home into Irvin White. When he did find that serendipitous souvenir, he had no choice to make use of it other than securely lock it inside a closet. One fine day, when Mrs. Irvin happened to open the closet, she witnessed a mysterious struggle going inside that helmet. She found a vigorously moving, dark, dense creature fighting to break open the glass shield while consuming every little part within the helmet. She put a torchlight through the glass shield to peek with clarity, but with that intense white light penetrating the helmet, Mrs. Irvin pierced a wide aperture into that fast-moving, vicious creature. That dent of a bird's egg-sized, white spherical aperture had slowed the creature's vigor within the walls of the helmet. All she could see was a slowly hovering spherical aperture on a wounded creature, and it gave her a notion of whirlpool in an ocean. When she took the helmet into her hands and leaned closer to the glass shield, she noticed progressive healing as that creature itself is eating away the white aperture. While every piece of that white aperture being eaten up, the creature started gaining momentum to fight back. She had conceived a thought that given a chance, the creature could eat up the entire Irvin White. Even before the wound was completely healed, and as she continued to look through the glass shield, a scale of darkness formed on her eyes, and she failed to see that her husband had come home. She could now totally relate to the purpose of Irvin White's existence in the first place. Mr. Irvin alarmed her by saying, "It is a dark matter from space." She flinched in surprise. That surprise to her darkened eyes made her drop down the souvenir.